What's up, everybody? So I'm going to go through a little presentation that I created for Real Estate Side Hustle School. I'm going to kind of walk you through the idea, the concept, why I created it, who I am, why you should listen to me. And so without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen and then Okay, so this is Real Estate Side Hustle School. The idea here is that I started this side hustle 2 years ago. I've kind of figured out the cheat code. I've worked 40 hours a week the entirety of that time. And then now I am bringing that playbook into your world so that you can start the same side hustle. So what I'm going to talk about is what I did, how I did it, also why you should do it, and the extra things that you're not thinking about, the additional streams of revenue that take zero time, that just add value and wealth into your life. That's what this is about. Real Estate Side Hustle School. I'm Nugget of Augusta. Let's jump into it. Okay. All right. So first things first, how did I go from various failed entrepreneurial ventures over the last 10 years to making six figures on a side hustle in 2 years? So I decided at one point, I got into a place where I said, you know what? I'm a sales guy. I had been trying to create technology-based startups because it was sexy to me. It looked very appealing. It looked like I understood that world, but I am not technically able to create that world because at the end of the day, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with who you are, what you could be best in the world at. And that's what I did. I said, you know what? I'm a sales guy. I like providing value to other people, and I like having value-based conversations with other people. So let me find something that I can do that, where I can have these value-based discussions and I can create value for folks. That's all sales is creating value for people, and then that value returns to you. So we go on to the next slide. Who am I? So I'm a U.S. Air Force veteran. Here's some of the branding, some of the businesses that I've started. I've done it over the last 10 years. And then now I've finally kind of hit my stride, and I'm taking that playbook and I'm handing it to you. You're in the middle of what I'm trying to teach you to do. Meta, but you're in the middle of what I'm trying to teach you to do. So I've been a realtor for 2 years. In those 2 years, now this is not a brag, this is proof, okay? Not a brag, proof. In those 2 years, I've done $234,000 of gross commission in 2 years. Now, all of the other side hustles that I've done cost me money. Now, some of them I had various versions of success. Some of them are still paying me. I still have a training business and stuff like that. But most of them cost me money, cost me time, cost me hours of sleep, cost me my life, my relationships, etc., and did not provide value. Real estate has been completely different, and I'm going to tell you why. So I'm an education leader for the Real Military Division. You can see it on my shirt right here. So I basically help with education for other military members that are in real estate. I'm an official mentor at RealBroker, so you can actually hire me as one of your mentors if you join RealBroker. I run a weekly mastermind, and I am the founder of Real Estate Side Hustle School, which is what you're in right now. So I want to take what I did and hand it to you for free. I've decided to build a community of like-minded individuals who are looking to make some extra income. There are two ways to change your financial future. One is to spend less. Two is to make more. Making more, number two there, is way more fun than spending less. And so I'm basically coming here and saying, let's plot out on a map how you can make extra money, how you can get into real estate, do exactly what I did, and change your financial future for you and your family. I've planted it on School, SKOOL. It's a free community to you. You come join, you can interact, you can comment, you get ranked up, and there's going to be benefits to getting ranked up inside of School. We're going to run competitions and stuff like that once we get everybody solidified and in the community. There's going to be free training, coursework that takes you through the steps on how to do everything that I'm talking about doing. And then you're going to be able to interact, support, share, like, announce, etc. And we're going to be able to build this community together so that we can all grow together. We can all learn from this. But the real concept of what I'm doing is what I'm doing for you. You're going to be able to take it, copy it, and paste it, and do it for the next folks that want to come join our community. And so you're going to take the reins from me and do it for the next group of people. There's a benefit to it for you as well, just like there is for me. And I'm going to get into that here in a second. So why do I do this? Why would I give you free training? Why would I take precious time out of my day after making that kind of money? Why don't I just sail off into the sunset and keep selling real estate and not worry about it? Well, I joined this brokerage called RealBroker. The way that this works in real estate world is the broker makes money off the agents make money off the transactions. So in this world, if I'm an agent and I help this broker grow by bringing in other agents, right? Every time an agent sells a house, they pay the broker a broker fee until they hit what's called a cap. And so every time you sell a house, you got to pay the broker. They hold your license. They protect you from liability. They provide value to you, right? This is what they do. This is part of the system in real estate. Get a license, choose a broker. That broker takes a cut of your transactions. Well, because agents are their business, if me as an agent help them grow, bring other agents into the fold, every time the agents that I bring in pay them, they give me a piece of that money, AKA revenue share. Now, I've explained this before. This is basically like if I was selling t-shirts and you said, I have 1 million subscribers on TikTok, let me sell your t-shirts. And I said, cool, I'm going to give you 35% of everything you sell. Right? That's revenue share because you're bringing business into my world. You're selling my t-shirts. And so because of that, I'm going to share that revenue with you because then we're both incentivized to keep growing. This is what Real has done. So for each one of you that get into this business, you join, you make your money, you don't pay me anything. This whole thing is free, right? All the education, all the community, everything that I'm giving you is absolutely 100% free. And then you just go make money for you and your family. And so the better that I train you, the better agent that I make you, the more that I can change your life, you'll sell more houses, you'll pay Real more money, and Real will pay me more money. That's my incentive inside of this. And you can see this is me down here pulling you up the hill, leading you where I went, saying, look, I did this. Nothing special about me. Let's create your branding. Let's create your system. Let's create your lead generation machine. And then let's watch you do the same thing. Let's rinse and repeat. And here is the best part. I'm doing this for you. Guess what you get to do? You get to copy and paste, and then you get to be the guy or lady on the top of the stairs helping somebody else come up behind you. And then we get to keep doing it over and over and over again. And as we keep growing, everybody's life gets better. Rising tide raises all ships. So the beautiful thing here is obviously the world works off incentives. So I have to have something to gain here. But the beautiful thing is my gain comes from the better you do. If you outrun me and you sell $500,000 worth of houses, I think that's fantastic because all it's going to do is bring benefit into my life. And then you're going to tell other people, they're going to follow you. All of us are going to get better. We're all going to make money. And we're all going to grow something special together. That's the idea here, is that I'm showing you the model. You rinse and repeat, and you bring more people on under you. And we just kind of keep on rolling. Now, some people are like, well, isn't that a pyramid thing? No, this is revenue share. This is like if I worked at a shoe store, right? And then you came up with a way to bring more money into the business. And I said, well, every dollar you bring extra, I'm going to give you 30% or 30 cents on those dollars because that's money that wasn't coming into my business before you brought this opportunity in. So this is the same thing that the company is sharing their money because we, the agents, are helping them grow. This is just an agent first approach. Whereas most real estate brokerages, they just keep the money. All they do is protect you from liability. They may give you a little training and stuff like that, but they're going to charge you monthly. They don't charge you monthly at Real. There's no monthly expenses, right? And there's more benefits than just this revenue share. So not only are you going to get paid from the transactions, but you'll also get paid monthly from the revenue share from any agents that you help grow the business that pay Real. Real is going to give you a piece of that. But then every transaction, you get to buy stock inside of Real's company. You get to be an owner in the company. And since I started, I've put about $9,000 of my own money from transactions into the stock. That stock today, when I looked at it, is worth $47,000. I have 5x'd my money inside of Real just from the stock purchases. So now I'm making money off of revenue share from people that I've brought into the business. I'm making money off the transactions. I keep 85% of my commission. I pay no monthly expenses, and I'm growing a stock portfolio while I sleep. This is like a no-brainer system. And the beautiful thing is it does not stop with just real estate. We're going to create another model that allows you to get your lending license where you get to write loans and you can do the exact same thing. Revenue share, stock purchases, yada, yada, yada. Like there's a ton of other opportunities where you can be double licensed and make money off both sides of those transactions. And then it keeps going. Then you keep building downline revenue. You keep attracting people into the system. You keep giving away free training, teaching them what you did, giving them what I did. Everybody gets better. We all grow together. All the incentives are aligned. That's the beauty behind all of this is like everybody talks about, well, people just don't do like, yes, this is not a nonprofit. This isn't charity work, but like I'm teaching you what I did. I'm giving you my playbook for free because if you go kill it, we all benefit. Like it changes your life and it changes mine. Like this is the way you build a business by helping other people, providing value to others, right? All right, let's keep rolling. So here's the game plan. All right. You get your real estate license, right? You get your real estate license and you start out as a referral agent. Okay. What this means is you pay no monthly fees. You don't have to join an MLS. So you don't have to pay for the multiple listing service. This is like the data system that every real estate agent gets access to. And it gives you firsthand real estate info, right? So that you can have the best information as it relates to the real estate market. You don't have to pay for that because your only job as a referral agent is to have real estate conversations, find people who are buying, selling, investing, hand those off to an active agent partner, and you get 25% of the deal. So it costs you $0 a month. And on a $300,000 house, you can make $2,500 without doing any work, no paperwork, don't show a single house. That's it. So my suggestion is for those of you that are kind of iffy about this, let's get the real estate license and let's start as a referral agent. Then you'll get to learn the business. You'll understand how real estate works. And then you'll be able to kind of decide, hey, is this something I want to keep doing? Or do I just want to kind of be leisurely and do 5 or 6 of these a year as I'm having conversations with coworkers, family, friends, and I can just hand these things off, make another $2,000 that month, sail off into the sunset. I mean, who couldn't use an extra $2,000 a month, right? So that's kind of step one. That's like the very beginning. Now you can jump in on this game plan wherever you think it makes sense, but to learn the business, you got to realize that real estate is a long game. The longer you're in, the more people that know about you being in, the more conversations you have is like a snowball rolling down a hill. That thing will pick up momentum and you'll get better and better and better. You'll do more and more transactions. You'll keep growing over time. Now, get your real estate license, become that referral agent, do our school training. I'm going to have formalized education that takes you through how to have real estate conversations so you don't ostracize your family, your friends, your coworkers, where you're not selling anybody. All you're doing is pushing out value. Hey, guess what's going on in the real estate market? I don't know what CNN's saying. I don't know what Fox is saying, but here's the reality. This is what's really going on. Here's what houses are selling for. Here's what interest rates are. Here's what's actually going on. And you just push that value out to them in those conversations. And then you say, hey, if you want to keep learning more about this, sign up for my monthly newsletter. I send out an email once a month that kind of updates everybody. So you kind of have an idea what's actually going on, non-biased reality from the real data from our market. So there's no confusion, right? That way you're educated. You at least know what's really going on and you can kind of parse the reality of the real estate market and make good real estate decisions, whether you want to buy, you want to sell, or you want to invest. Cool. So you're learning the business. These first 2 blocks, you're basically getting licensed and you're learning how to have real estate conversations, right? You're learning the business. Then you can kind of pick a path. You can say, okay, I like the opportunity here. I want to think about not being a referral agent, but being an actual active agent, full-time real estate. This is what I want to do. Or you can be an active referral agent where you actually have active lead generating systems. And it's not just happenstance when you're having normal conversations throughout your life. So this is what I'm telling you is you get your license, you become a referral agent, you literally can just have 5 to 10 real estate conversations a week with friends, family, coworkers, people in your sphere, people that you know, that you're connected with. You get them to sign up for a monthly newsletter. You nurture them with that newsletter, just push out some educational information. That is as passive as it gets to generate leads. And that's it. And then you'll get 5, 6, 7 real estate transactions just from that work right there. Okay. This is my point. Then you can decide, okay, I want to start doing social media content. I want to do YouTube. I want to expand my sphere. I want to have more conversations in a week so that I can double the number of people that I'm doing. When you start getting to 7, 10, 12, 15 leads that are doing real estate transactions in a year, you really need to think about going full time. Because if you're just a referral agent, you're leaving 3 or 4 times the money on the table. That $2,000 you're making could be $8,000 if you just go full time, run it, show the houses, etc. So you kind of pick a path. Do you want to be an active agent? Do you want to keep real estate as a passive side hustle? Your choice, your family, you get to pick. This model works for both. So whether you're active or passive, you can still attract people, tell them your game plan, your model, how you've been making extra money, bring them into the fold, and get revenue share from them. The only catch to this is you have to do 4 transactions a year to be considered producing. And if you do 4 transactions a year, you get to keep that revenue share, right? Right. Okay. Lead generating, that's the next piece. If you decide you want to be an active agent, we're going to create lead generating systems. This is all about having real estate conversations, quality real estate conversations, creating value for people, getting them to raise their hand and saying, I'm interested in what you're saying, signing them up for something that nurtures them each month so that in 12, 16, 18 months, when they decide to do a real estate transaction, they're like, you know what? I need to talk to my dude Nugget because he's given me all this information. I know he knows what he's talking about. And in that 12 to 18 months while they're making that choice, guess what happens when they go to work and their coworker says, man, I'm thinking about selling my house. Be like, hey, don't talk to anybody else. You need to talk to my guy Nugget. He's been giving me constant information. He's super trustworthy. He knows what he's talking about. His fingers on the pulse of the market. That's who you need to talk to. You're having these conversations, getting people to raise their hand, creating free ambassadors of your brand, telling people about you. And over time, this thing's just going to pick up the pace. And then you're going to start having transactions come into your business. Now, there's multiple ways to have conversations. There's multiple targets to try to set. This is what our training inside the school system is going to be. Okay. Mentorship or coaching, you get to decide once you get these lead generating and you go full time and the leads pull you in to full time real estate. I have this model set up this way on purpose. Most people that get into real estate and quit is because they think in the first 3 months they're going to sell 12 houses. They don't have a view of reality when it comes to real estate. This is why this kind of easing into it, step by step, block by block, setting up the lead generating systems and letting your lead systems pull you into full-time real estate. This will create sustainable power. This will keep you in the business for the long term so that you can keep making cash. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think there's no more efficient way to make doctor money, $230,000, than real estate. I got my license in 65 days and in 2 years, $230,000. That is so quick that I'm making doctor money before a doctor even finishes his undergrad. Okay. So this is my point. This is a life-changing opportunity, but you have to do the work. You have to follow the steps. You have to do the system. It will work for you because real estate is agnostic. It doesn't care if it's Nugget. It doesn't care if it's you, if it's your mom, if it's your cousin. If you do the work, you have the conversations, you generate the leads, the transactions will come. I'm just telling you, it is a no-brainer to me. And then having the options to purchase stock and get bonused on those stock from Real, and then build a revenue share with other people, just sharing what you did, changing their life, and then getting paid for helping people change their life. There's no better system out there. I'm just telling you, no better system out there. So whether you're active and you're thinking about transitioning, this is such a good opportunity for a spouse, a veteran, an active duty. If you have a full-time job, a part-time job, if you don't have a job, whatever it is, this is an opportunity. So then there's mentorship or coaching. You can decide to hire me as a mentor, hire somebody else as a coach, get into one of those systems so there's accountability, so they can take you from 6 figures to 5x that, right? To get to $600,000 a year. That's up to you, whether that's a step you want to take. Multiple options from here: getting your lending license, being a referral lending agent, becoming a lender, and being a referral real estate agent, building revenue share on both sides of that wall, whether it's lending and or real estate, building those revenue streams, teaching people, like I said, handing them the game plan like I'm handing you, telling you what I did and what I'm doing. And then you follow my footsteps, makes me money. Then you do it again and it makes you money, and you tell somebody else. And then boom, 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 boom. We're in this beautiful cycle of everybody growing and benefiting, and then building a community around it so we can constantly help each other, sow into each other, hold each other accountable, build each other up. Look, I'm so excited about this. It is, yes. Then you repeat exactly what I'm doing. You teach others for free. You show them the way. You revenue share. You increase transactions. And then you are right now in the middle of this model that I promise you will work if you work it 100%. That's it. This is the idea behind Real Estate Side Hustle School. Okay. You follow me down my journey of getting licensed, making 230 grand in my first 2 years. You begin to tell other people about it. You create value for consumers and for other individuals who need to make more money. People that need side hustle. If you're in the military, that's everybody. That's a spouse who's looking for an opportunity. You can partner with your wife. My wife just got her real estate license. You can partner with a coworker. One of you can be a lender. One of you can be there's so many different ways to make this work. Like, you just need to decide what you want, what your desires are. And then this system has a pathway for you. And then we create that pathway together. We create the systems, the steps, the game plan. You go walk it out. You go live the dream. You tell somebody else about it. They follow in your footsteps, and we keep going till kingdom come. That's it. That's the whole plan. That's the whole idea. That's the whole shebang. You know my why. You got my proof. You know that this works, right? And now all you have to do is start working it. Let's get registered to take our license. If you have questions, ask me. Let's get registered to get our license, and let's start taking these classes inside of school. That's it for me. Nugget out. Peace.